This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, checking in with Virginia Tech's head coach pregame. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Canes will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Keith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Virginia Tech's offense will get first crack at it here. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
Yeah, and they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this up.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Inside the 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Breaks into the open. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Canes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Trying to get started. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First down, he'll keep it. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. In the backfield, it's Heath. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Burrowing for yardage. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looking for room. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give. There's some daylight. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides to the back. Uh-oh, look out. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. On the move. He's past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Lofton. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one.
It's a seam wide open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
2nd and long here. Quick give. It's Overton. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. And the Hokies are in the red zone. The short hands, it's Reynolds. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Keeps it moving. It's Pringle. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It's 3rd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg. Left side is Fletcher. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Throwing, Mensah. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice game. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Makes the grab in the corner.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Enough to move the chains. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look in on Iowa State, taking on the number 16 team, the UCF Knights. And it's the Cyclones, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Virginia Tech's head coach told me at halftime, guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
All right, Ollie.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Powers inside. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Miami. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking for the edge. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Hurricane. The defense putting points on the board.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. A quick pass to the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. Nice move to keep running. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Overton. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Canes. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes swoosh and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Overton. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This quarterback part of their running game.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Got out of trouble and throws. Out wide left, it's Heath. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Got him quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Baker. Keeping his eyes downfield. Turning it on. Oh, what a cut! He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Virginia Tech, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Showing off the arms. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Taken down.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Left side is Compton. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They were all over it.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Hits the hole. It's Pringle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll ride him again. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead, you've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
Throws for the tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout called by Virginia Tech. That's their third and final one. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a two-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
The give on 4. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. And make him forget that.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sets his feet. It's Baker. Under pressure. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe,